Once upon a time, not too long ago, there were two seeds. They were planted in separate pots with soil, but they were placed in different locations. One was put in a shady spot under a big tree, and the other was put in a bright location by a window where it received plenty of sunlight. The seed that was planted in the shade began to sprout. It pushed its roots into the soil and started growing. But after a while, it hit the hard, compacted soil beneath the tree's canopy. It tried and tried to push its way through, but it just couldn't break through the tough ground. So it stayed put. It grew as big as it could underground, but above ground, it didn't grow at all. It just stayed buried. The other seed was dropped into a pot by the window. It did the same thing, pushing out roots and growing. And when it hit the surface of the soil, it just kept going. It sprouted and grew tall, reaching for the sun. It thrived in the warm, bright location and grew bigger and stronger every day. Years went by, and the seed by the window grew into a magnificent oak tree. Its branches spread out over the yard, providing shade for those who wanted to rest. Under its tree, birds built their nests and sang their songs. Squirrels scurried up and down its trunk, and the tree was a source of joy and beauty for everyone who saw it. But what happened to the other seed? Buried under the shade of the big tree, it had grown as big as it could without ever sprouting above the soil. It had become a large mass of roots, but no one would ever know because it was hidden from view. No birds nested in its branches, no squirrels played in its leaves, and no one ever saw it because it never grew tall enough to be seen. One day, a young boy came across the two trees. He sat on the tree by the window and asked his father, who was sitting on the other tree, "How is it that you are so tall and strong, and I am small and weak?" His father told him, "It's because you haven't done what I did. I took the chance to grow when I was just a little seed. I dared to break through the surface of the soil and reach for the sun. You have the same potential inside of you, but you have to dare to grow." The boy thought about this, and then he asked, "Why didn't the seed under the other tree grow?" His father replied, "That seed had the potential to grow too, but it didn't dare. It was comfortable under the shade of the big tree, and so it never grew." The boy thought about this for a moment, and then he said, "Well, I don't want to be like that seed. I want to grow and become strong and beautiful like you." His father smiled and said, "Then go ahead, start today. Break through the surface of the soil and reach for your dreams." And that's exactly what the boy did. He started that day by making small changes, but those small changes made a big difference. He read books, he exercised, and he ate healthy foods. He also started spending time with people who inspired him to be better. As the years went by, the boy grew into a strong, confident man. He never forgot the lesson he learned from his father, and he passed it on to others as well. This story teaches us that growth requires courage. It takes courage to break through the comfort zone and face the unknown. But if we don't dare to grow, we will never reach our full potential. We will never know what we are capable of achieving. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember the oak tree by the window. Remember that you have the strength inside of you to grow and thrive. You just have to dare to do it. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this story, please share it with your friends and family. We would love to hear your thoughts on the story. What did you learn from it? How will you apply it to your life? Let us know in the comments below.